everyone, pack your bags. Today we're going to be continuing our journey to the airport. Don't be going and giving $8 to Elon now. You're going to need that for goodies prior to boarding. How much does a bottle of water and bag of chips cost nowadays anyway? A second mortgage? Well, I'm sure a lot of you know this already as I am behind, but Foodie did make the decision last week to get her things together and actually go to the Middle East. This shocked a lot of viewers because up until that point, I would say a majority of people didn't believe that she was actually going to go through with this, myself included. If you would have asked me 10 days ago if I thought Foodie was actually going to Kuwait, I would have laughed. But you know what? Food proved me and a lot of other people wrong when she bought what was probably a $1,000 one-way ticket to the Middle East. We're going to be taking a look at the journey itself as well as what she left behind in the Great White North. First up, I want to talk a little bit about the side characters on the Foodie Booty program. Now, we've met Salah, and for anyone who knows a little bit about Foodie, this will probably come off as rudimentary for you, but hey, who doesn't like a little refresher? Okay, so prior to the move, Foodie was living with someone I have only ever heard to be called Peetz. I don't know if this person has disclosed their real name, but I don't think it particularly matters because they go by Peetz. That's pretty much all you need to know. Peetz is a controversial side character to some because they, similar to Foodie, can have a short temper and is known to be a little bit of a loose cannon. To my knowledge, Peetz has recently disclosed to their audience they are planning to, or are at least considering, a gender transformation process, so I will be using they/them pronouns in order to remain respectful. But getting into the thick of things, Peetz is Foodie's live-in buddy. The two have known each other for years and were former lovers, or were intimate at least. The two remain close friends, and Peetz is/was typically seen bringing Foodie's delivery orders to her room every day. Peetz takes a lot of heat from the audience because some believe they are simply living with Foodie solely to mooch off of her YouTube income and have somewhere to crash. The main controversy that is currently taking place. Oh yeah, I said currently. See y'all, we're catching up. We're getting there. Jonathan the Tortoise, he's getting there. But the main controversy that is currently taking place is the audience is wondering what will become of Peetz in the near future. If and when Foodie begins to make a life with Salah, will Peetz still be included? Some are saying and thinking no. Some are saying Salah might have a problem with his life partner bankrolling and taking care of another grown adult, and to be honest, fair. I can't think of too many people that would be wild about their partner financially taking care of their ex. One other quick note, Foodie and Peetz both live with two cats named Sam and BBJ. Sam is the preferred cat of the two by Peetz, and I'm oftentimes finding the community worries for BBJ because BBJ is an elderly cat. BBJ is about 20 years old, and Foodie has had some interesting things to say about this cat recently. Some, if not most of the audience is concerned for the well-being of BBJ because elderly pets typically need more attention, more frequent vet visits, more medicine, just overall they need more. And with Foodie having left for the Middle East and the only person around to take care of this fragile elderly cat being Peetz, which whom by the way has said in the past they wish BBJ wasn't around, the audience remains concerned and with good reason to, in my opinion, for the well-being of BBJ. Community members often voice their apprehension for BBJ's well-being to Foodie, but she always seems to put their concerns in a wastebasket. She can be pretty dismissive of the community at times, saying things like, well, the cat is super old. I've given this cat over 15 years of my life. What more do you want from me? A reaction and commentary channel, French Fried Girl, oftentimes expresses her concern for BBJ and makes it very known to Foodie and her followers. Foodie recently took a jab at FFG's complaints and accusations of BBJ mistreatment by suggesting something along the lines of, well, what does she know about taking care of animals? Her pets passed away. The controversial comment aimed at FFG made a lot of jaws drop. These two go after one another quite frequently, and to be honest, I do find their banter interesting to spectate, so you will probably hear updates on French Fried Girl / FFG in future episodes. It kind of remains to be seen what will become of BBJ. I'm wishing the cat all the best, but not really much I or the audience can do. Some loyal viewers of Foodie have offered to adopt the elderly cat so that they can provide adequate care, but for now, BBJ is just kind of hanging in the apartment with Peetz and Sam. I now want to take a look at the vlog Foodie threw up of her actual journey to Kuwait. Let's do this, girls.
Hey guys, so I am super excited. I'm waiting for the bus. I took a taxi to this location. The easiest, fastest way, you know, the key is almost done for, so the best way for me to get to the airport is by bus. I have to take an airplane in Montreal airport, so I'm going to take a shuttle bus from Ottawa to Montreal, and I'm going to take it from the University of Ottawa express bus. It has a bathroom, everything. I'll show you when I'm on the bus. All right, thanks for joining me on this adventure. It is freezing. It is 13 degrees Celsius. I like it to be around 20. Guess what the temperature is in Kuwait right now? Well, I'll tell you when we get there. Yalla. This is a public transport.
What do y'all think about the cold? I'm not a fan. Not a fan of the cold. As I've mentioned in the past, I lived in Arizona for a few years. I love the heat. I do. I do. I thrive in very hot temperatures. I don't know what it is, but oh gosh, she was saying 20 degrees Celsius. I remember one time living in Phoenix during the summertime. It got up to like close to like 50 degrees Celsius. It was insane. Oh my gosh.
Transport out of service anyways, but this is where I'm supposed to get picked up. Also, for your own sake, I promise to limit the amount of times I say yalla in this vlog. So I pretty much just packed my one suitcase and this carry-on bag and my purse.
Not that much of stuff, honestly. I mean, unless Foodie plans on buying clothes or things or whatever she needs when she gets there. It also hasn't been disclosed how long she plans on staying there either, so I don't know. I don't know if there's too much to say for me regarding how much she's bringing with her, so I'll back off on that.
I'm here at the airport and I'm looking for my check-in gate. So for Qatar Airways, let's go. Oh, how Canadian. Moose.
I wonder how long that flight is. Did she say Ottawa Airport? I feel like she said Ottawa Airport. Ottawa Airport to Kuwait. I think the longest flight I ever did was 5 or 6 hours. I can't. Oh, far. 21 hours, 55 minutes. Is that with stops? I'd imagine there's stops. Yeah, I highly doubt that any of the airlines go straight to Kuwait. I'm seeing 2 and 3 stops. So yeah, it was probably very hard on her. I know for elderly people and people with disabilities and overweight people, traveling's hard. It's a lot of walking around. Most times the seats are very uncomfortable. You kind of have to be alert at all times. It's not relaxing. I've never found flying on a plane to be enjoyable, or I don't know. After the day's over, you just kind of feel drained. So for someone like Foodie, I can imagine that this was pretty overwhelming for her. It was, you know, she really must have wanted to do this.
So my gate for my airline is, or my check-in is like 500 to 512. So a little bit of ways. I have comfortable shoes. Skechers are where it's at. So I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah, long walk. I don't know what it is, but let me know if this happens to you too, but every time I get a gate at the airport, it is the most furthest one away. If it is like gates 1 through 30, I'm at 30 without fail. Hotels too. Hotels, you know, just like the pangs and trials of life, being put at the very end and having to walk super far.
Eat on the. I'm gonna probably eat on the plane. We get meals on the plane, but I'm about to go through security. So I'm having a water and a mango juice at this Middle Eastern restaurant outside of the check-in. All the way at the back. Cool, has a pretty cool screen, entertainment screen, 12-hour flight. You want that?
I'll be honest. Okay, we're at 313. Looking at those seats, these do. The airline I would always pick was Southwest. Southwest and American. Just never really that enjoyable for me. These seats look a little bit more comfortable, at least. I mean, you get a little like included pillow, it looks like. Is that what that white thing is? And it looks like you get like a little package included for you and everything. So this, she probably picked a nicer end kind of flight for this. And for someone like Foodie, it was probably necessary.
Cool, has a pretty cool screen, entertainment screen, 12-hour flight. You want that? Earphones, place to charge your phone. I don't know what this is. You also get some earphones. And you get a blanket. And we are flying soon. Very nice music. So this was the first meal that was served pretty late on the plane. A miniature Coke can, a miniature water bottle, cutlery set, a refresh.
Do people do travel vlogs? Like just the act of flying around and stuff? I don't know, because, well, yeah, I mean, she did film herself like getting on the bus and stuff. I mean, not a whole lot is going on. Not that nothing going on is anything new for us, but okay. So she eats this and stuff. Funny little side note. Oh my gosh. So my best friend is married to someone, and they do. I just like, it blew my mind when I heard about this, and I had no idea that this actually went on. Married to someone that does these things called, I don't even know what he calls them. Flight points, flight traveling points or something. So like whenever you book a flight, you get, I don't know if it's through a credit card or with the airline itself, but he will literally just fly places and fly back, not getting off, not even leaving the airport, just to accumulate points for something on a credit card or something on the flight rewards program. And it's you like, your first question you ask yourself is, well, why don't they just buy the flight and not go. And it's like you have to be physically present to get these points and everything. That was just so wild when I heard that. I mean, I really don't know if I could put myself through that. I just find flying so tedious and so boring. I think most people do, honestly. Is there anyone in the comments that likes flying, that like enjoys the process of going through the airport and doing all this? Okay, so she gets her little snack. I'd imagine she stopped eventually at another airport. Okay, so she flew through Turkey. Wow. Okay, I figured something like this was coming. So I mentioned this earlier. Getting around airports are very large, a lot of walking. And for someone like Foodie, I can imagine it's taking a toll on her. So she got off this very long flight. She probably at least had 2 stops. There's no way it was a nonstop. I don't think that she flew straight from Ottawa Airport to Kuwait, because when I looked it up on the phone thing, when I looked it up, there were no direct flights. So I'd imagine this really took it out of her. She said that it was a very long flight a lot of walking in the previous airport. So now that she's like completely landed, it looks like she's getting a tram of some sort to make it to her final destination. In which they do this. This is a service typically offered at airports. I mean, this isn't anything like out of the normal. So yeah, typically reserved for people with disabilities or can't walk or things like that. And you tip them and everything. It's really nice. I don't know if you have to tip, but it's definitely a nice and courteous thing to do.
The flight to Kuwait was only an hour and a half, but Qatar Airlines was nice and gave us some nacho chips, guacamole, salsa, and an orange juice. It was actually really good.
Oh, that's interesting. So she flew south of Kuwait and then had to fly north. So she had to like backtrack a little bit almost. So I'm wondering like what airport she specifically flew into. I think that did she fly into Saudi Arabia? No. Where is Kuwait? There it is. It almost looks like, okay, I think she flew into Dubai. Is that Dubai? Close to Dubai. Shiraz. Oh, Qatar. Okay. Okay. Where the soccer thing's going on. So she flew into where the soccer thing is going on, and then up to Kuwait. Interesting. Does anybody know anyone going to the World Cup? I have a girlfriend. Her fiance is going. Oh gosh, could you imagine all that traveling? This really does. It honestly just like it's very overwhelming. Like flying across the world, and like I guess it'd be one thing if it was sightseeing, but she is flying across the world by herself with not much with her, no one with her to accompany her. this... Okay, I just previewed a little bit. Like, we have, like, I don't know, like 20, 30 seconds left, whatever. This is the clip that everybody was kind of suspicious. Not everybody, but I don't know. There was some suspicion. They were saying, well, who took this video? Who took this footage? And they were, I don't know. At first, we didn't see it at first, so it was kind of like, but.